Ukrainian authorities say that Russian bombardments killed at least 16 people in the capital Kyiv and surrounding areas overnight, with Ukrainian President Volodymyr Zelensky urging a global response to Moscow's escalation of the four-year war. The ballistic missiles that Moscow increasingly fires at Kyiv fly up to thousands of kilometers per hour and reach the capital within minutes of an air raid warning. The first explosions rang out over Kyiv less than 3 minutes after the official warning late night, leaving locals with practically no time to reach a shelter. Rescuers in Kyiv sifted through the rubble of destroyed buildings, including a damaged children's hospital, while grieving families watched as bodies were pulled out of an apartment block. Kyiv has struggled to intercept the salvos of ballistic missiles, which can only be effectively shot down by US-designed Patriot air defense systems. The country has repeatedly appealed to its allies for traditional support, as Russia steps up its strikes, firing a record number of missiles in July, according to Ukrainian Air Force data. Zelensky said in his evening address that Ukraine needs missiles for the Patriots. Listen to this.
We need missiles for the Patriots, something that only our partners can provide. At every level, we are making it clear to them both our need and the fact that we know our partners can meet this need. We are not talking about gifts. This is about Ukraine's readiness to purchase weapons. It is vital that decisions are taken, the relevant political decisions by our partners, and first and foremost in the United States.
UN Secretary General Antonio Guterres strongly condemned Russia's large-scale missile and drone attack on Kyiv and other Ukrainian cities, calling for urgent de-escalation and immediate and unconditional ceasefire and a just and sustainable peace.
The Secretary General strongly condemns today's large-scale missile and drone attack by the armed forces of the Russian Federation on the capital city of Kyiv, as well as other urban centers in Ukraine. These attacks reportedly killed and injured dozens of civilians and caused extensive damage to civilians and civilian infrastructure. This is yet another tragic example of the alarming patterns of escalating strikes against populated areas.
Furthermore, Kyiv Mayor Vitaly Klitschko said that Russian drone debris killed one person and injured 3 others in Holosivsky district. The incident came hours after Russian airstrikes killed 16 people in Kyiv and the surrounding region. Meanwhile, Finland's defense ministry said it suspected that a Russian aircraft had violated its airspace on Thursday. Defense Minister Antti Hakanen said that every suspected violation of airspace is taken seriously, adding that an investigation is underway. There have been a series of such incidents in Finland, which shares a 1,340-kilometer border with Russia. Finland suspects 2 Russian military aircraft of having entered Finnish airspace in May and June and summoned the Russia's chargé d'affaires of the time. The country has been on high alert since the Kremlin sent troops into Ukraine in February 2022.